Go! Find the captain. When I recover, I'll head to Coghlan village in Stormhaven.
Dare meddle with the supernal dreamers? Taste the flames of oblivion. Go, my minions. Slash and die! In his name, die.
Gods! They killed them all! Those Daedric filth killed my entire patrol. Then they dragged me off and threw me into a nightmare. Vermina. They kept saying Vermina. High King Emmerich needs to know about this cult. With their nightmare magic, these Daedric madmen could plunge Stormhaven into chaos. But you, thank you for saving me. As soon as I recover, I'm going to Wayrest. I have to warn the king about these people. These supernal dreamers. No more than most men. She's the Daedric prince of nightmares and evil dreams. She's horrible, but some people actually worship her. I don't know, but it can't be good. They're up there calling on Vermina, the Daedric prince of nightmares, putting me to sleep and talking about summoning something. If it's what I saw in my dreams, it's something terrible. Without a doubt. I even heard King Emmerich's name. We need to warn him. We need to warn everyone. I told the village constable, but he's more worried about these slavers. He doesn't understand. These people worship Vermina.
This is insane! Whoever you are, you've got to help me. I know what this looks like, but I can assure you, I have committed no crime. The local constable is apparently 2 arrows shy of a quiver. The town was attacked by slavers, and he's accused me of being involved. I am a Knight of the Flame for Mara's sake, sent here to help secure the village. Just that I arrived in town right before the attack. It's absurd! Nerves are on edge at the castle, so I was sent to help protect the village. A messenger should have arrived ahead of me, but Constable Pascal says he never received the message. I'm glad you came along. The constable's down by the docks. If he won't listen to reason, try to find the messenger from Alcaire Castle. He can explain everything. If you can get me released, the Knights of the Flame will be in your debt. I can't imagine who would do such a thing. If that is the case, though, someone needs to send word to the Knights of the Flame at Alcaire Castle. Indeed. All kinds of rumors, spies at court, an attempt on the Duchess's life, an army of Red Guards with orders to storm the castle. Sir Hughes, the head of the Knights of the Flame, sent me here to make sure the village remains secure. The Knights of the Flame are sworn to defend Stormhaven from any who would do harm to the Bretons. But our primary duty is to protect the royal family. High King Emmerich, of course, and his brother, Duke Nathaniel at Alcaire Castle to the north.
She's a Knight of the Flame. There's no way she was working with the slavers.
Then why'd the constable have her locked up? You don't have an answer for that, do you?
I don't understand the constable's reasoning, but I have enough sense to realize that something's not right here.
You're welcome to Coghlan Village, traveler, but you'll have to excuse me. No time for idle chat. The town's been attacked by slavers, and to make matters worse, they had help from people we would have expected to be on our side. Exactly. Everyone is all worked up because she's claiming to be a Knight of the Flame. I give her credit for a brilliant disguise, but I wasn't born yesterday. You didn't fall for her cockamamie story, did you? Again, a very convenient lie. There was a messenger from the castle here, but he didn't say anything to me. He was over there by the warehouse when the slavers attacked. Those fancy clothes made him a target. They took him captive. Well, I got the town guard organized fast and had the slavers in full retreat. The cowards. They barricaded themselves in the warehouse, though. We're just going to starve them out. If your messenger's not dead, they've got him down there. Be my guest. Just don't expect any help from the guard. The slavers are like rats, quick to scurry back into a hole. But they fight nasty when they're cornered. The Dunmer crept up from the south and attacked in the dark. They killed the watchguard, but not before he sounded the alarm. We reacted fast. I had an uneasy feeling, so we were on alert. Lost a few good men, but the Dunmer lost more. It's possible, but we cornered most of the cowards and cut them down. The last dozen or so barricaded themselves in the warehouse. Current plan is to just starve them out. If your messenger's alive, though, they've got him in there.
Well, be ready. They're desperate in there. No sudden moves now.
Hey, you're not going into the warehouse, are you? Constable promised me that if anyone got to go in there and paint the walls with slaver blood, it would be me. He did? That fobbing cheat! He always does this to me. He promised I could kill the slavers. Well, go ahead then. I won't try to stop you. Getting hungry yet?
I need aid!
It's about time. I assume the Duke sent you? I am his personal messenger, you know. Well, what are you waiting for? Untie me! I had a message for the constable. Not that it's any business of yours. Sir Hughes of the Knights of the Flame sent me with clear orders. The message is for the constable's ears only. No, please, I'll tell you. Not like it's a really important secret or anything. Sir Hughes just takes himself a little too seriously. The message was just that Dame Dabienne of the Knights of the Flame was coming to help with security. No, I never got the chance. I had to talk to my friend first. Well, I didn't have to, I suppose. Anyways, that's when the slavers attacked. Will you untie me now? I'll go talk to the constable right away.
Get out of there. I dare you.
Well...
I gave the constable the message, but he doesn't seem to believe me. He put Dame Dabienne in the stocks. I'm glad I'm not her.
This young man is lucky to be alive, though I'm not sure he realizes it. He told me about the message from the castle. The whole thing just seems a little too convenient, though, doesn't it? I can't release Dame Dabienne. Not yet. My duty is to ensure the safety of this village, and my gut's telling me that she's part of the threat. Too many coincidences. If we can get the village secure, we can revisit the matter. Right now, I need to deal with this ship. The slavers are on board. The captain claims he's not with them, but I know the truth. He's asking me to send the town guard to help him clear the slavers from below decks. It's clearly some kind of trap, and we're not falling for it. He's not, but even if he was, it wouldn't be my problem. My duty is to the village, not his ship. Bottom line, he needs to turn his ship around and head back out to sea. If not, we'll just sink it right here. That'll solve his slaver problem. You do that. Soon as we can ensure the town's in no immediate danger, we can talk about releasing your friend from the stocks.
Good riddance to those mad cultists and their bad man tree.
What is it?
If we hadn't already lost half the crew, I'd have half a mind to teach these village guards a lesson.
In all my years sailing these seas, I've never received such ill treatment in a friendly port. My men lie here bleeding on deck and we are refused aid. This man they call Constable is the son of a dog. Or did he change his mind?
The constable says...
I'd sooner eat sand than do business with these Dunmer swine. I have explained this. Last night was dark. When I realized there was no beacon to mark the shore, I dropped anchor. The slavers came in longboats. They caught us unawares. It was a daring battle. The slavers outnumbered us 10 to 1, but we'd planned for this. We lured them below decks and sealed the hatch. Many men were lost, though. We here on deck are all that remain, and we need aid. Can you help us? Yes, of course. I would gladly give my ledger over, but unfortunately it is below decks. This is why I've asked the constable to assist us in eliminating these Dunmer dogs, but he has refused. I'm afraid we're at a stalemate in this respect. You are brave, perhaps even a little foolhardy, but I like you. Though I fear for your safety down there, I will not stand in your way. If you return with the ledger, I will be forever in your debt. My spirit soars to see you return in one piece. And you found the ledger. Rutger bless you. Please, take it to this constable and prove that we are friends and in need of assistance.
Well?
Everyone, stay back! No one's getting on or off that ship until further notice. Go back to your homes. You'll be much safer there.
What if we're expecting cargo? What should we do?
I'm sure we'll have the situation resolved soon. Until then, you'll have to be patient.
The captain still refuses to leave? All right, then we'll do this the hard way. I'll call together the rest of the guard. You have the ship's ledger? The captain said it was lost below decks. I'll have to study this, but I'll be honest, I'm extremely skeptical this will prove anything completely. No, I'm sorry, we just can't take that risk. I dreamed about all of this, you see. The slavers, the ship, the knight, they were all working together. Even the blacksmith. I've known her for years. Yes, Sabisa the blacksmith too. And I don't care how it sounds. Defending the village is the highest priority, and we need weapons for that. Sabisa is refusing to supply us. She's leaving me no option but to have her arrested. Actually, I prefer you didn't. I appreciated your objectivity at first, but I must admit I am beginning to question your intentions. I'd prefer if you simply left town. You don't know what you're talking about. Paranoid. If you saw what I saw, I dreamed about this. Every last detail. You think that was just a coincidence? No way.
If Constable Pascal sent you here with orders to open the forge, you can just turn around and head right back out the door. That man has no right to order me around, and I'm not about to issue weapons for his witch hunt. Arrest me? That beef-witted bastard! To think I even cooked that man breakfast. What in oblivion's gotten into him? First he arrests a Knight of the Flame, and now me? We were friends for years, and then one night... Well, I guess you don't need the details. For a month or two, I thought we had something. Then he just broke it off. Wouldn't even let me in his house to talk. He acted like I had betrayed him. He did? He was having trouble sleeping. You know, I saw one of those weird cult members leaving his house. The Supernal Dreamers. You don't think that has anything to do with this? Don't know much about them, really. I think they're dedicated to some Daedric prince. They're crazy people. Someone saw a group of them in the hills to the north, and then there was that one who visited the constable. That's really all I know. Good idea. Perhaps there's some indication of why Pascal's behaving this way. He's just not himself. I'll talk to some of the other townspeople. I bet some of them have noticed his behavior as well. turns out that almost everyone in town thinks Pascal's been acting strange, even the guards. Did you find anything that explains his behavior? Oh, my poor little Pascal. What a mess you've made. One thing's for sure. We need to put an end to all these wicked accusations he's been making. Indeed. As I said, even the town guards knew something was amiss. I told them to be ready. I suppose Pascal will probably have to be restrained. Oh well. Best thing for unpleasant work is just to get it over with. Let's go.
Serves you right for accusing innocent people.
What next?
I didn't want to do it, but it had to be done. I just hope he forgets all this when he gets back to his right mind. If he gets back to his right mind, I suppose.
I thought the night was dangerous. Now I'm all confused.
I can't tell you what a relief it is to learn that Pascal's mind is messed up. I guess that sounds a little strange, doesn't it? Regardless, I am grateful for all your help.
When they plunder our town.
Wow, this is certainly an interesting turn of events. I'm at a loss for words.
This wouldn't happen in Rothgar. And if it did, we'd just string the madman up, or burn him, or throw him off a cliff. Whatever was easiest.
I'm your friend.
Take him to the warehouse. Give him to the slavers.
Oh, my aching neck. I haven't been this sore in years. Oh, but freedom sure does feel good. This situation was more dangerous than I realized. You went way beyond the call of duty here, friend. I can't adequately express my gratitude. Not as glad as I am, believe me. It seems I'll need to take over security here in the village. And with those slavers out there, I need to get busy. First, though, I'm gonna see if someone around here can give me a massage. The villagers may not realize it, but you saved this town from crumbling into chaos. I mentioned before that I came from Alcair Castle. The situation there is critical, and I think you might be able to make a difference. I could give you a list, to be sure, but my concerns are more general. There are rumors of assassins and spies in the castle, and as I was leaving, I heard something about a Red Guard army marching in that direction. Good question. We're all part of the Daggerfall Covenant, right? Maybe it was a false report. All the same, you should go. Talk to Messenger Courtier when you get there. I asked him to announce your coming to Duke Nathaniel.
So you're all in league with her. I should have known.
Take him to the warehouse. Give him to the slavers.
Maybe she wasn't working with the slavers, but there's still something shady about that woman. Mark my words.
So now we have the constable in the stocks. All the same to me as long as it draws the crowds. See anything you like?
When I'm free, there will be an accounting. I don't understand. Why are you doing this? I'm your friend.
Well?
I'm right, you know. They plunder our town.
Lucas! Lucas! Can you hear me? My poor little baby, all alone out there. If you're leaving the village, if you could please look out for my son. With these slavers about, I'm afraid something terrible has happened. Breakfast. I made his favorite, biscuits and jam. Then he went out to play. That good-for-nothing deputy won't even go look for him. But the slavers could have shipped Lucas off to Morrowind by now. He says that securing the town comes first, but the town seems perfectly secure to me. Someone has to help my baby. If you find Lucas, I'll be eternally grateful. He's just an innocent boy. In a minute, I'll have to go get dinner ready, but I'm going to keep his plate warm. Sometimes he goes fishing on the beach just south of the village. He wears his little boots. Oh, my poor little boy. Please find him. You have to.
Hey, over here! Praise Akatosh. You'd be amazed how many people just walk by a fellow in dire circumstances. My sister and I were visiting our aunt's farm when the whole place went to oblivion in an oat basket. Crazy cultists and Daedra are killing everyone. Not a soul. I don't think there's any hope of saving the farm. My aunt, my cousin, I think they may be dead. I just want to get my sister and go home to Camlorn. Is that so much to ask? But my sister is too scared. She won't come. She's locked herself up in the house we were staying in. I knocked on the door. I even begged her to come. You think you could try to persuade her? Her name is Marlene. Thank you. I was beginning to lose faith. So many selfish people just walk by, abandoning me and my sister to fate. If you can just convince her to leave the house, then she and I can get out of here and go back to Camlorn. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I'm not even that close to my aunt. My parents just sent us here to work the farm for a season. If you want to search for my aunt, that would be great. But I just want to get my sister and go home. I know. They're terrible, aren't they? That's another reason why I just want to go back to Camlorn. People are nicer there, I think.
Go away! So far, all the crazy people and monsters have just ignored this house. If you keep knocking, they'll come and kill you. And then they'll break down the door and kill me! Safe? You really expect me to believe that? I saw those things. I saw what they did to the farmhands. There's no way I'm coming out there. I guess you're right. All right, I'll come out for a peek. And if it's clear, we can make a run for it. But you'd better protect me. Let's get going then! Come on! What are you waiting for? Let's go!
Could you please untie me?
you taking me? Why are we going this way? You're making me nervous. I'm not stopping here. Those things are too close. I'll meet you at the castle, Finis.
I'm glad that's over. We need to get back to Camlorn. See you around. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I've just been under a lot of stress with this whole situation. Here's something for your help. It's not much, but we have a long trip ahead of us. I'm sure you understand.
It's good that you've come along, friend. The Van family is in dire need of aid. If you could untie me, we could have a more civil conversation. The Supernal Dreamers. I should have seen this coming, but I failed, and I need your help to set matters straight. The Dreamers have captured Ingrid Van, the owner of this farm, and I fear they have dark plans for her. I'm certainly eager to explain the situation further, but do you think we could continue the conversation over by the bridge? Come with me to the bridge. We can speak safely there. Perhaps we can now have a civil conversation. I'm Perry, Brother Perry, traveling through Alcaire on my way back to Pariah Abbey. Ingrid Van offered me a room for the night. It just happened to be the night the Supernal Dreamers attacked. They serve Vermina, the Daedric Prince of Nightmares. I know this because I am an initiate at Pariah Abbey. We knew the Dreamers were active in Alcaire, but their intentions for Ingrid Van suggest a more aggressive plan than we imagined. The Abbey is home to the Spirit Wardens, devoted to Azura, Queen of Dawn and Dusk. Yes, we are a cult, but King Emmerich makes allowances because Azura is benevolent. Vermina is not, as her intentions with Ingrid Van make clear. Vermina is the most horrid of Daedric princes. Dreams and nightmares are her dark domain. Whatever her agenda on our plane may be, you can trust it is not good. The Supernal Dreamer's intentions with Ingrid Van make that clear. The Supernal Dreamers have put her into an enchanted sleep, tied down in front of a portal, undoubtedly from Vermina's dark domain. They will summon a Daedric spirit to inhabit Ingrid's body. You need to break the enchantment to free her. It will not be easy, and you will need to move quickly, but it can be done. You will need to reverse the Daedric ritual, which will require gathering a few somewhat grisly items. Then you must follow the directions exactly to break the spell. I'm afraid I would only be a liability in a fight. I can, however, offer you my amulet for some assistance, but you will still need to gather the items. You will need to acquire the hearts of 2 different Daedra. A Scamp and a Dremora should do. Then find my ritual candle in the Van's barn. Take the items to where Ingrid lies in the Stonebridge Mill, and there you will perform the ritual. Offer the Dremora heart first to summon the dark spirit, then light the ritual candle to enchant it, and finally, offer the Scamp heart to dispel it. Memorize this, for it must be done in this order. When one meddles in such dark practices, anything is possible. I suggest you proceed with care and make sure to enact the ritual properly.
Attack!
Are there any more scamps down there? Bring them on, I say. Scamp Killer is my middle name. I can still wield a blade just like when I was a young man. Just watch!
My husband's a little hard of hearing. Not quite in touch with reality either. He thinks he killed that scamp, but it was actually our cat. Bless his heart, though. He certainly means well. Just play along, if you will. Oh, yes. Lived here all our lives. Our daughter Ingrid took over the farm a few years ago. Between you and me, she does a better job. Then our granddaughter Rosen lives here, and our other grandchildren Finis and Marlene are visiting. Oh, you're so young. You must not have children of your own. Older parents eventually realize that you just can't afford to spend all your time worried about the kids and the grandkids. I have enough to worry about with Gerode.
She belongs to me. Stay away, intruder.
Is this the real world? Or is this yet another trick? I will not let the darkness in. Wait. This is real, isn't it? You're real. Was it you who woke me? Then I am indebted to you, stranger. Oh, that nightmare. I thought I would be stuck there forever. Wait, what about Rosen? Was that real, or was it just a dream? Where is she? Do you know? I think it was real. You have to help me. My daughter. And if they've harmed one hair, I'll salt all Tamriel with their blood. I just have to find her. There was something in the dream, a cultist standing over Rosen reading a scroll. It's on Nightmare Crag. Out of my way. Then you have to go. They're doing the same thing to her they wanted to do to me, but worse. There's something about that scroll. Please, get that scroll and find a way to pull her back. You have to!
She lives? My vessel is not repaired? Then you will be my vessel!
My mother. She was in the dream too. Is she... I have to get home.
I need healing!
Surely the Eight sent you to save us. Me, my daughter, we owe you our lives. Do you always go to such great lengths to help people you don't even know? Well, I'm glad you decided to do so today. You will always, always be welcome at the Van Farm. Stay as long as you like.
Bet I'm going to be having nightmares for a long time after all this. Times like these, I miss having my father around.
Here's one that'll fetch a hike.
Not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
God strike you! Couldn't you have just waited 5 more minutes? The slavers outside the tent were talking about where their base of operations is. Then they got interrupted. I'm guessing they saw you. My mom sent you, didn't she? Exactly. My mother's a little overprotective. She still tries to tuck me into bed at night. It's embarrassing. And now she's messed up the whole plan. I actually came here to spy on the slavers. Thanks for rubbing it in. So the plan wasn't going perfectly, but I was adapting. I didn't hear where their base of operations is, but I did see plans for some attack floating around the camp. I'd hoped to take those back to Deputy Lyric. Sure. If you want to take the plans back to the village, there may even be a reward in it. That way I can hurry back and put my mother's mind at ease. Get those plans back as fast as you can. May the Eight protect you.
That should come in handy.
I heard someone was down there teaching the slavers a lesson. I'm guessing you're that someone. Any signs they're planning something else? An attack on the lighthouse? But why? That doesn't make any sense. Let me take a look at these plans. They're putting out the lighthouse signal fire so ships will crash on the rocks. Someone's got to warn the lighthouse keeper, Tyree. Damn it, if only we could spare the men. Thanks for at least letting me know. Safe travels, friend.
What?
You did it. You even got him home in time for dinner. It weighs heavily on a mother's heart to worry about her son. I can't thank you enough. I'll never forget what you've done for us. I hope someday my little Lucas grows up to be like you.
The boy's home and she's happy. Back to spoiling the poor kid. Maybe I can sneak away for a drink soon.
My family is whole again thanks to you.
The lengths I go to for a free breakfast of biscuits and jam. My mother can be a hassle sometimes, but it's a small price to pay to have someone else wash your small clothes.
So you're all in league with her. I should have known.
Not so fine, are you now?